Hi and welcome back to the Big Knit Energy YouTube channel. My name's Sammy and this is episode 33 of my knitting podcast. So for today I have a few finished objects and some acquisitions, and I'm going to do the drawing for the giveaway from last episode. So I will announce that probably at the end, and let's get started. So my first finished object are these socks, and these are 60 stitches and heel flap and gusset, just vanilla socks. This is in Pretty Twisted Yarns Lavish base, and the colorway I would tie-dye for you, EWE. I don't know where I put the label. Oh, here it is. Here is the logo for Pretty Twisted Yarns and the colorway I would tie-dye for you. Oh, it's the Stardust base, not Lavish. Where is the Lavish base from? Anyways, the Stardust base is 75% superwash extra fine merino, 20% nylon, and 5% lurex. So these are really nice. It did not pull the way I expected it to, but I still like it a lot. And I might make a headband for a child out of the leftovers. So yes. Oh, I have another finished object that I don't have with me. It's those baby socks I was knitting out of my Yarnable Born to Stand Out, which is flamingo themed. This is in the plush sock base, 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, and it is a fingering weight yarn. And I will insert a picture of those socks here or somewhere. And those were, I think, toddler sized DRK everyday socks, whatever the second size was. All right, so my next finished object was a test knit I was working on, and this is the Heritage Harbor. I think it's just called Heritage Harbor, not Heritage Harbor sweater or pullover or anything. And this is a design by Samantha Guerin. If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen this, and because I wanted to post a picture of it on pattern release day, and so the pattern's already out. You can get it on Ravelry. And this is knit, where are my labels? This is knit in the Wandering Flock DK Superwash Extra Fine Merino base, and this is a one-of-a-kind colorway called Butterscotch, and I used about 3.5 skeins of that, and then I used I don't know how much of the contrast color, which is Noro. But I really like the way this turned out. I like the fit, and it's really soft. So I'm happy with that. I might knit this pattern again. Normally, I thought I didn't like drop shoulders, but I really like this one. I think that having the stripes of texture and color makes it really fun. And I didn't mind the way the construction was for the top. More than like not minding it, it went really fast. I think because I was changing what I was doing, either knitting the back piece or knitting the little front panels, and I like the neckline and everything. So yeah, I might knit this again sometime. So yeah, if you want to see anything on, then definitely you should follow me on Instagram, because you're more likely to see it there. A lot of times when I film YouTube, I don't know, I guess I get lazy and I don't want to change out of my comfy, like, fuzzy sweaters. So Not that that sweater's not comfy, I just feel like I need to like not wear pajama pants with it. All right, so next I'll show you my knitting whips before I move on to spinning. Okay, so one of my 2 knitting whips that I actually worked on is my Fisher Twine jumper. And last time I think I was actually even a little above this maybe, but around right here. So I finished the next sleeve. I didn't work on this at all until I was done with my Heritage Harbor. So there's the progress for that. I got my needles ready to pick up my underarm sleeves. And I hope to be done with this soon because I have a cardigan I want to cast on for the DRK Everyday. No, not DRK Everyday. The DRK March to May knit along. And oh, I guess I should finish talking about this first. Silly me. Oops, knocked all my stuff off the table. Nope. So this is knit holding 2 yarns together. It's knit in, both of which are Mace of Skeins. So it's knit in the High Roller DK base, which is 80% superwash merino, 10% nylon, 10% cashmere. And the Full House base, which is a 74% baby Surrey alpaca and 26% silk. The High Roller DK is the pumpkin spice colorway, and the Surrey is roasted pumpkin. So that's what you get. And I do like that sweater. I really like the way it fits. I knit it a little oversized. It's very comfy. It is pretty heavy though. And also, I don't know, I'm just tired of knitting that all over cables. I think in the future, maybe I need to stick to either cables on a sleeve or just like minimal cables or cable on the front, or just not everywhere like that, because I definitely got burnt out. I like the pattern. I'm just personally not up to all of that. Okay, so my next whip is a half object, and I haven't cast on a second one. This is a sock pattern by Crafted by the Fates, and this is the middle of nowhere sock. So it's got some texture and some cables, and I am knitting this in a colorway I dyed myself that I'm calling Toothpaste, and a mini from a Crafted by the Fates set. And I picked these colors because they look like Sully from Monsters Inc., but now I just see Toothpaste because it even looks like it has little crystals in there. But I really like this pattern. I thought I wasn't gonna like it because I was burnt out on cables, but it's really fun. It's not a lot of cabling, and the texture change up makes it fun, and it's only on the front of the sock, so pretty good. I didn't weave in my end very good there. I just pulled it out. Anyways, I really like this sock pattern, and I'm enjoying it. I am definitely going to use this pattern again in the future when I want to make people some nicer socks. So there's that. Oh, and it has this little nice clean edge up the front. I like it. Okay, next is spinning. So I have one major finish object. This is some sock yarn that I was spinning. I think I showed you guys 2 of the bobbins last time. So I spun up the 3rd bobbin and I plied it all together, and this is already washed and finished. And this is so squishy. It has a really high twist, especially in the ply, but it's actually like perfectly balanced, and it's still so squishy and bouncy. it stretches so much. So I think this fiber base is super nice. This is a braid from Spindelicious, and this is the colorway Dreamland on her Big Cozy sock base. So it's 80% Targhee, 10% bamboo, and 10% Tessa silk. And the dyer's name is Beth, and she's from Oregon, and I got 320 yards out of this. I don't know how much it weighs, but I think this is about 100 grams. I had a lot left over on one bobbin. I think I just spun the other two much finer. What happened there? Anyways, so this is that. This is a fractal, so I split the blade. I split the braid vertically, so like lengthwise, into 3. And I weighed those pieces, and then I spun one into no, I got that so ass backwards. So the bobbin I had a lot left on, I spun really thin. It was the last bobbin I did, and it was just so fine compared to the other two. Anyways, so I split the braid lengthwise into 3. I spun one of those pieces end to end without splitting it. I took another piece and split it and spun another bobbin of that, so it was split in half. And then the third piece I split in quarters and spun it, so that the color changes at different rates. And I really like the way it turned out. It's really interesting, and I'm very excited to knit socks out of it. And it's so squishy, it's so bouncy. And then with the bobbin I had a lot left on, I practiced chain plying. I just did this morning, so it's not washed. If it looks a little funny, that's why. And I think I finally get chain plying. This is not the first time I've practiced. Maybe like the 3rd time, but this is the first time that I've actually felt like I did an alright job. Definitely not the best, but usable, I would say. So there's that. And I think Beth is taking like a small break or from Spindelicious, or just not doing custom orders right now. So I'm waiting for her next launch. I think she is gonna have one in the next month or 2. So I am eagerly awaiting that because I want to get more braids from her. I really, really like her bases, and I really like her colorways. My next spinning I also did today, and this was a trial. This was like the first art yarn that I've made, and it's really wacky. Not like really wacky, but color-wise pretty wacky. And this is just some plain white top and some dyed wool locks from Compass Moon Creations. So the wool top is Rosie's wool cloud top, or whatever comes with your spinning wheel when you buy a new spinning wheel from the woolery. And the Compass Moon Creations locks are from Paradise Fibers, so I bought a pack of those. And I spun those. I spun a single with the locks and the white wool or natural color wool, and then I coil plied that around some Kid Silk mohair, Drops Kid Silk mohair. Coil spun, core spun, I think coil. So there's that. I haven't finished this either, but I thought this would be cool in a weaving, and I plan to try making cooler art yarns eventually, but this was a good first try. So there's that. And next, I guess we'll go into acquisitions. So first, I got some sewing patterns from Knot and Thread, I guess. Is that what it's called? Is that what I got? yeah, so I got the violet backpack. Not for any reason, I just use backpacks as purses. And then I got Olivia's baskets because I always need more baskets, especially for all the fiber prep stuff I'm doing. And I got the patchwork duffel mini, which is what originally like drew me to notinthreaddesigns.com or notinthreaddesigns.com. Not in thread design, there's no S's. And I really like this. I think it's so cute, and I don't know if I will ever make it, but I got a zipper just in case. And then the last one, the last book type thing I got is, what the shit, man? My book's damaged. Anyways, it's the 52 Weeks of Socks from Lina, I guess? Yeah. And I got this because I wanted to find a pattern to knit my niece's fiance some wedding socks. And I think these are the ones that I'm going to try to knit. So, yeah. Plus, I just like books. And then the last acquisition, I got 2 Corriedale roving braids from Kumasi. I'll link her below. Yeah. And these are 2 different colorways, but I thought they were really similar and that I could definitely apply them together. So here they are. Don't know if this is a good view. I would say this one's more warm tone and this one just has a little bit more emerald green, but I think they're close, very close, and they'll apply together really nicely. I really like Kumasi's braids. The very first yarn I spun, this green one right here, is a Kumasi braid, and then the Rambouillet that I spun, that I just really love, is the Kumasi braid, so very excited. And I like Corriedale. So there's those. And then let's get to the giveaway. I still have it in this bag. Just a reminder, it is Bumblebee Acres Lucky Charms in fingering weight sock base. And then this Hannah Lowe Designs like sock skein bag. And so let's go do a random comment picker. Okay, so it looks like the winner is Maddie Martinez. So Maddie, if you see this, this is your comment. If you could send me an email, I'll have my email below, and just let me know how to proceed, where to send it, and I'll get that prize out to you. So Maddie Martinez, you've won.